Alright, hi guys. I'm at one of my favorite spots, for people who follow me for a long time. These are the spots, I recorded a lot of sequences for my World Cup videos because it's at my hometown. It's quite peaceful here, as you can hear. This is real nature still, although I'm at concrete, which is actually ideal to perform combos on. Okay, what we're gonna see today is actually a little sequence of the same kind of tricks, and I always preferred it. Not only in online videos, but why do I do them? It's to show off my variety in a very direct way. As a spectator, as a judge, you already see right from the spot, alright, he's doing those kind of tricks, but they're all different. And it's always unique to then combine them. I also, for example, with my digital tricks, let's for example say a thumb roll. You can do a thumb roll, thumb spin, linguine thumb roll, thumb spin again, so linguine thumb roll, and then again down under, or up and down. For example, those are all thumb rolls, but I combine them right now, and if I do them in a sequence, it's if I do them in a sequence, it's actually, you see directly the variety I bring to the table here, and often that can be quite interesting. For example, if you do them, as I said before, in a live tournament, the jury will directly distinguish that those are different kind of tricks. While you would do them, let's say you make a 3-minute live performance, they would obviously, if they're under your level, which most of the time in live tournaments, unfortunately, is the case, well, they will not see the difference. And for them, you're just repeating tricks, which is okay, but it's not what you just did, all right? So I would say for everyone who does live tournaments, keep this in mind. If you have a really strong suit in repeating tricks, or in, let's say, tricks that are quite similar, yet it's because you evolved using, for example, your thumb a lot for thumb spins, do them in a row. So let them, put it really in their face, like, let's see the variety, the diversity I can bring to the table. That being said, now we're going to use this on an aerial under the leg. Now, where an aerial under the leg is most of the time, that was sloppy, I know I'm not that agile at the moment, is used like this. I actually love it a lot when your legs are on the ground, you see? And I do it like this. I assist myself most of the time by doing an inward bounce on my thigh. That way it gives me the perfect bounce back to reach under my leg and release it, because that's exactly what I do here. You see, I bounce, get back, release, bounce, release. All right, we're gonna do the same with our opposite leg. You see, it's a little bit harder because you even have to kick it up more under that leg, but that's the trick, really. If you're experienced a lot but you haven't did this yet, you will see that it just works out. So you go like bounce, 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 chip it under, okay? Chip it under, all right? Chip it under. It's really not that hard, yet it's quite spectacular, or in a way, probably different from the tricks that you mostly use, okay? So that is step 2 and 3 that you just saw of the sequence I want to show, okay? So we go like this. Oh, I'm sorry. So we go like this. In the air, same hand catch, we can go back to our shoulder and then bounce here, do it like this, and then we end up with our dyno hand, or you can go directly. Okay. If it helps, as you saw me doing here, you can also put a step forward, to actually facilitate yourself by using that other leg, to put it in a better position, all right? So, all right, those are step 2 and 3. Step 1 of the sequence is the hardest, and that's good, so it comes as first. All right, what we're gonna do here is actually, and it's a trick that exists for ages already, and I remember the first time seeing it, it was from Tanguy Kenchar, as you know, he's a live world champion, but also the, let me say, 2014 FNF World Cup winner, and also, of course, the 2019 GCT winner. He's probably one of the best that have ever held the nunchaku, in my opinion at least, and he did that so fluent, so it's this one. All right, show it a bit from the side. So what you do is, and you can choose how many times it will spin around, but as you know me, I always go for consistent, solid spins, always for the same amount, because that means that we're training efficiently, all right? So what we do is, firstly, we, for example, can do an aerial, we chop it up, assist ourselves with a bounce. All right, so important here, as you can see, is the footwork. What I do is I'm pivoting actually on my left leg. This is my dominant hand, right hand. So I'm gonna use it like this, and then I'm gonna bow a little bit forward and to the left. You see? and then I'm just gonna put it under. And when I release it here, I know I have to turn myself, so I have to spin in, you know, I have to switch my body in. Okay, I'll show it from this side. And then it's just a matter, as you saw me doing here, to, you know, that has nothing to do with techniques. That is training to see what works for me. Where is my point where I should release that aerial? It is like that with every aerial. That is training. You are the tool in there, all right? Because if you release it too early, it will rocket launch it to the backside. If you release it too late, it will hit your back. Okay, so bounce in. So as you see here, I almost failed because I released it too soft. No, of course, now it's a trick I don't do daily. I mean, like, you know, but I'm also, you know, teaching, trying to think, what will I say next? I'm looking in the camera, I'm aware of the sun. I think like, what am I doing here? So those things does matter. Those make sure that I won't have a 100% success ratio probably while I'm giving a tutorial on this trick. But just remember, when you go in focus mode and you train this trick for weeks to perfectly get it under your belt, and then you want to go recording or you're in a live tournament, you know, you're gonna be 100% focused. And that's why I say that this trick is also not that hard. That means that trick 2 and 3, and I'll show it from the side, which are also not that hard, it makes it a great sequence, you know, just like I say, like with the digit rolls, the thumb rolls in particular, you know, if you use them, it's also a matter of focusing. And when you go concentrate on those tricks in specific and you make a sequence of it, you know, I think that's a bonus. That's some synergetic stuff. All right, we're gonna do the sequence in its whole. So like this, catch, spin in, bounce, bounce, end it. Show it from another side. All right, so you know, it's just a matter of adjusting. If you're not used to these tricks, you know, play with them, see how it goes. Like this one, you can play that every time you want, even in your living room. You don't need a lot of athleticism, stamina, or whatever, you know. It's just a matter of, you know, finding that sweet spot to bounce, where to release, how far to put your arm under your leg. The same with this one, all right? And see for yourself if you want to go bam, bam, or if you want to go directly to that leg, all right? Another one from this side, bounce, bounce, bounce. And we end the trick. That was it, an under the leg sequence to put in your live tournaments, your online tournaments. And if you do it online, make sure if you put it in a small combo to go full speed on this, so you really see you tap, 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 bounce. So you really see that footwork going hardcore, all right? So I'd say good luck with that. And you know, always have fun, don't forget. And as you know, you can always message me here on YouTube, leave something behind, and you know, I'll answer on it. I mean, of course, you know, you guys are Flowtricks. Don't remember, you know, don't forget that. That's what I wanted to say. All right, guys, see you up to the next one. Bye-bye.